Two Bad Dudes Gaming.
Hey!
I'm Gerald.
I'm Brian!
And this is a first for us. We're going to be playing... well, this is our first TurboGrafx 16 game, or as it's known in Japan, the PC Engine.
Yep.
One of the most popular systems in Japan, which had very little traction in America.
Yep. There's millions of fucking games all over the place for this shit over there.
Yeah. And, I believe this was actually possibly more popular than the Genesis. I believe
over there, yeah, for sure.
I believe it was actually the Famicom,
and then TurboGrafx
PC Engine,
yeah,
and then the Genesis.
Yep.
I think there's some debate about that.
Yep.
But it came to America as the TurboGrafx 16 in the early 90s, 1990, and very few people picked one up, and I was one of those people.
I got both of them. I've owned two, and
when did you get your first one?
Probably late 90s.
Okay, so you got it like
oh, it was done.
Like done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got mine when it was still being sold in stores.
Yeah, I remember actually seeing them in Toys R Us for sale.
Now, I've got a story behind this.
Okay.
Because the TurboGrafx 16 is near and dear to my heart.
And so that's why you got rid of it.
Yeah, again, I have enormous regrets with getting rid of my TurboGrafx. It's of all of the systems, I don't regret getting rid of my Super Nintendo.
Biggest regret of your life, you'd say?
I've got a lot of regrets.
So number at least like 2 or 3.
It's in the top 10,
okay.
top 5 probably.
All right.
But I would go to jewelry shows with my parents.
Yep.
And we go.
You love jewelry.
Because I love jewelry. And I went to... Yeah, this is Bonk's Adventure from we did mention that, right? From 1989.
90.
Well, 89 and 90.
Yeah.
And I was in New York.
Yep.
Early 90s, and I was at FAO Schwartz.
Yep.
And the representative of Hudson Soft was there and set up a massive screen with a TurboGrafx playing on it, and people had to get in line, and you could play the system for maybe a minute.
Yeah.
And I played this thing, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. They were playing Bonk's Adventure at the time, and this game
one right here.
This game right here, and this
one right here.
This looked like nothing I'd ever seen before.
I mean, look at it.
I mean, this is 16-bit, but it's very bright graphics. It's
and awesome colors.
Yeah, it was.
Like, that's the thing I remember, even like as a kid, I was like, man, this game's got really cool colors.
Yeah, the games. That's one of the things that the PC Engine, what made the PC Engine very successful, was that it was very good at displaying cartoon and animation graphics.
Yeah.
Better than the Nintendo or the Genesis ever was.
Yeah.
And so that's why it gained a lot of traction in Japan, especially with kind of the
anime bullshit.
The anime crowd. And so I saw the system there. I couldn't pick it up because I was just a little kid, and I couldn't spend that sort of money. But it was always that was sitting with me forever after that. Was playing this TurboGrafx because I had to sit in line for like 20-30 minutes to play it for about a minute, and had to convince my parents to let me play this game, play the system.
I actually played. I think like one of the reasons I wanted to get one. Was because of Bonk, because I had it on the Game Boy.
Yeah. Get
up, Bonk. Come on. No, yeah, that's right.
Now,
God, you stay dead.
Now remember, this is before Sega did this with their games. These games are all exclusive to their systems, to the TurboGrafx, until the PC Engine kind of did away. Yep.
No. I wanted that meat.
Until
so now we're inside a dinosaur.
Yep. Pretty gross. Until the PC Engine kind of did away with their stuff, and then Hudson Soft kind of went on their own way.
Yeah, this was also produced by Atlas, right?
No, this was Hudson Soft. It was NEC. The publishers were Hudson Soft and NEC. I think NEC was the company. No, you're right. The developer was Atlas and Red Company, who went to do Sakura Wars, Sakura Taisen. Which again, there was one game released in America recently. By recently, I mean in the past 10 years. And the Sakura War games were gigantic, and we never got any of them.
Yep.
I think Working Designs was trying. You have to kind of There you go. The Working Designs had been working to release a Soccer Wars game and then never did it.
Yeah.
But Soccer Wars was their big thing. Now, but yeah, Bonk's adventure. The Bonk was the. Brian, you're sucking at this game.
No, I get through the first level without dying. It's good for me.
But this Bonk became the mascot for the TurboGrafx when it was being released here.
Yeah.
And it was
Fucking.
Brian.
Sorry.
Slowly.
No.
Well, don't die.
I don't play this game slow, man.
Well, then play it well, or one of the two.
Yeah. I get hit by these things. These were the.
This was actually released in Japan as the game was released in Japan as PC Genjin, which was a play on the PC Engine, obviously.
Yeah.
This is one of the first games for the system. Yeah. Apparently there was an arcade game of Bonk.
I don't know if I remember.
I don't think that was released here.
I do remember playing the Game Boy version, though.
But you can see they're going very much for kind of a Mario feeling. It's very much save the princess.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember seeing this character, and I thought this was the absolute coolest. Like, look how big his sprite is, and look how colorful he looks, and nothing had looked like this in game, at least not on home consoles. I mean, back then it was the Super Nintendo, which is great, fantastic, nothing bad about the Super Nintendo. Brian, stop flipping, or just press the button once, and he'll fall.
Nah, you gotta press it once.
Brian, you suck. There you go. See? Boom, boom. It's gone in a few seconds.
Yep.
But
I made him went crazy.
Yep.
And yeah, I did have to go through a dinosaur to get to him, though.
Yeah, he was inside the dinosaur, wasn't he?
Yeah. No, there was an elevator outside of the dinosaur's butt. And then, arf, arf, arf.
What? That's such nice hair he's got.
It is. It really is. Yeah, I played this game, like I said, on the Game Boy, and it's kind of the same.
Waste him. Very early 90s slang there.
Yeah. But, it was real fun on the Game Boy, too. And I was like, oh. When I got the, TurboGrafx, I was like...
Did you play the 3D remake of the game that came out in 2003?
No.
Neither did I. Why did you think you could bonk a cactus?
I got a good head. No.
But this was... I mean, at the time, this was also kind of an innovative idea of like, this, like, using your head as the...
God. I need a life. There we go. Well, it was cool, because, like, you have, like, two different positions.
Yeah.
You know, like...
I mean, again, this is... We consider this pretty... Right. We consider this pretty basic today.
But you actually have an attack button, too, which a lot of games didn't have back then.
Yeah.
Even Mario and stuff.
Yeah, the interesting thing with the TurboGrafx was the controller actually was... They did... one of the... I mean, there were a lot of mistakes made with the TurboGrafx when it came out here. They did not adapt it to the American market very much. One of the things was the controller had a very, very short cord on it.
Yep.
The cord was literally maybe 2 feet or something.
Yeah, and they do that because in Japan there's not a lot of space in between the TV and where you sit to play the game.
Yeah, you usually just keep the console in front of the TV.
Yeah, and so well, like on the Famicom, the controllers were attached to the system itself. Like you couldn't unplug them. And so like
yeah, these were
not a lot of people think about that.
Yeah, these were you could unplug them, but it was very short. But Americans tend to have large rooms, and they'll want to sit across the room from their console. So that was one of the things.
It didn't have a start button either.
No, it had a run button.
Fucked up. It's alright, I got a bonus. 7 vegetables.
And once I do a bit more research, I'm sure that there are other very valid mistakes that the company made.
Man, these fucking cool dinosaurs with their fucking glasses, man.
I think those are just nerd dinosaurs.
Not the other one. The other one definitely has shades. Alright, I died, so it's your turn.
Okay. So we'll... I'm gonna give this a shot, see if any of those motor skills...
You gotta start over from the beginning.
Wow, this is one of those games.
It's one of those games. Now you can continue. I lied. I don't remember where it continues from the... Cool, there you go. One boss down. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, like, it was cool because these games were like, if you've never seen a TurboGrafx cartridge before, it's kind of weird saying that, but people haven't, I guess. A lot of people, I don't even think, like, I mentioned this system to a lot of people, and, like, they just don't know what it is.
Yeah, it didn't, I mean, if you weren't aware of video games, and if you weren't kind of a video game nerd circa 1990 to 1993,
yeah,
this, you wouldn't have seen it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't in a lot of stores, it didn't have the best distribution, that was probably one of its problems again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was hard back then, too, because everybody had a Nintendo back then.
It was either Nintendo or a Genesis. You weren't going to go for the TurboGrafx, necessarily.
Yeah.
It's weird, because I went for the TurboGrafx, I didn't want a Genesis. I wanted a TurboGrafx and a Nintendo. Genesis, you know, whatever, didn't care.
Yeah. My uncle had a Genesis, and so I just kind of played his whenever,
The only people I knew who had Genesis, Genesi, maybe that's the plural.
Genesee.
Genesi?
Genesos.
Genesos?
Genessa.
Let's see if I can get more than one or two here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ready? Go. Nope.
Nope. Just managed
3.
one.
We got 2 vegetables and 1 fruit.
Oh well.
Much less than me. Good job. Yeah, not a lot of people had the Genesis, like...
Well, the thing is, nobody I know, or virtually no one I know, had just a Genesis. It was, if you had a Genesis, you were the rich kid who also had a Nintendo.
Bonus round. Headbutt the hot rocks! So just stand under them and jump up. It's the easiest way. Ready, go! There you go, you got a couple. Oh, got hit. Got hit. You're missing them. You're kind of hitting them. Still going. But like, even like, I never even saw these for like rent. You know, like
no, the only
like my local video stores, which was not a Blockbuster because I didn't have those for.
They would have had to have been like an independent, a very cool independent video video rental store.
And you know, like, the only place I ever personally remember seeing TurboGrafx for sale in a store was Toys R Us.
And that was probably part of it, was their distribution was probably not great.
Yeah, and so, like, it was never at Walmart or Target or Kmart. I guess those existed then. Or even, like, Woolworths or, fucking, what was the other one? Woolworth, that was in California.
Yeah, we had Woolworths. Woolworths were a British thing, but yeah, we had them.
There's another department store they don't have anymore. Closed, I don't remember. Woolworth is a big one. Big old meat. But yeah, like they never just had the shit everywhere. Like I remember seeing them on closeout, and at the time I actually did not have the system, and I think only the games were like for sale in. And
yeah.
So, like, I couldn't get the... I didn't want to just get the games or whatever.
No, I guess I interrupted you, or you interrupted yourself. You're talking about the cartridges.
Probably. Oh, yeah, yeah. So, like, they were, like, memory card size. They were super flat, and they were very odd looking for a video game cartridge.
Yeah, they were tiny.
Yeah.
They took up no space. They were not...
They came in CD cases.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure, like...
They came in a CD case, but it was it was called a Hue card.
Yeah, like... Oh, you just gotta go as far as you can. So just smash the... There you go. Or, oh, no, it's how many spins you can get on this one.
Yeah, they were called Hue cards.
Yeah, and so...
Designed by, I believe, Hudson Soft or NEC.
Right.
Too.
And then they also...
Bad landing.
You didn't fucking land. And then they also made Sega... the TurboGrafx CD. as well, which was
And that
like
came out here. That was one of the first CD-ROM systems.
and so those did have CDs with them, but
One of the first games that they made for the American market was this game that nobody played. It got a lot of promotion from the TurboGrafx people and stuff. Was called
can't walk on that shit. No, I guess you can. Oh, that's just the quick scene. That's right. Oh, too quick for you. What game, Gerald? You didn't finish your sentence.
Was this game called It Came from the Desert.
It came from the desert.
Which was a big deal because it had video in it.
Oh,
even though the video back in those early days was very basic.
Very shit.
Pretty shit, yeah. Can't touch that at all.
That electric fish. It was electric. But it actually, TurboGrafx had some cool ass games for it.
It had some great games. The thing is, people joke now, a lot of the games were shooters. This is actually one of the few platformers.
I actually know most of the. It had some really good shooters, but I think I know more platformers than shooters. Because there's this Keith Courage, Splatterhouse was originally on this.
Yep.
I think we can play all those. We're gonna play all those.
Well, we'll see. I would like to, because this is a fun system for me.
Yeah, I liked it too. And actually, this is one of the systems I did give up because I had a friend going in the military and he didn't have any video games, and I felt bad for him going out to sea and stuff, and told me he could have my TurboGrafx.
So I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah.
How big a regret is it for giving this game?
Oh well, I got another one, so it didn't matter.
To one of the members of the military, so they had something to enjoy in the roughest time of their life.
I'll talk about it next time because this episode's done with.
Oh, good cover there, asshole.
All right, see you next time.